Tshidiso, congratulations, my brother. You're
Thank
the
you.
champions of the Vision U17.
Thank you.
Easter Cup of Champions. How does it feel?
It feels good to be champions. More so for the boys who have been disappointed a lot of times in the past. You know, from the Friendship Cup, we lost in the final. The top 8, we lost in the final. I think it was about time for them to also have a feeling of winning that winning feeling, winning the Easter Cup. So it's good. I'm happy. I'm proud of the boys.
Coach, in terms of the composition of your team, I noticed you've got the likes of Ulu Nwabo, under 15, your regular under 17 players, some players from the who graduated to the 19 about offense and stuff.
Yeah.
How did you go about putting together a team for this tournament?
When we were putting the team, and I'm saying we because it's never about Coach Tshidiso alone, it's always about the team. When we as the technical team decided on putting the team together, we were looking at the players who are going into camp tomorrow for the national team, who needed minutes going into that camp for AFCON, and those players were offensive, was not getting enough game time in the under-19s, and we thought also he's coming from an injury, so we thought maybe if we give him minutes he will go into camp tomorrow ready. We had who's the other one, Lefa. We had Lefa because we had injuries and other players from the under-17s have gone on holiday, so we had to balance the team with some players in the under-19s. And then to complete the squad, we had players from the under-15s who we see a lot of potential. Unfortunately, some of them couldn't make it because they fell sick towards the tournament. But that's how we were planning on, or that's how we planned on composing the team, getting all those players of all the different age groups together, and ultimately we won the tournament, which is good.
Talking about that, I'm interested because the way you play, it was never affected by the mixture of different divisions. I think it was in the semi-final, if not a quarter-final, where you started with 2 centre-backs, but you went with 3 and started using wing-backs about offense. And it was seamless. You couldn't tell that some perhaps play with under-15s. How important is this integration between the divisions for their own development? Also, at some point, you swapped Uviki, Lifa dropped, I think, into an 8, Uviki went up in 10. How important that they are able to play these different positions as part of their development?
Yeah, when we prepare them, we don't prepare players for one position. We don't prepare players for one formation. We try, and I'm saying it's also easy. You can identify that some players are training with the under-19s, others with the under-15s, because the whole structure at Kaizer Chiefs, we have the same line of working. So it's easy for me to go in the under-15s and get 4 players and still get the same quality. In changing the formations within the game, we assessed the opponents, how they approach the game. Also having the time factor in our minds, because we were playing 20 minutes, which affected a lot of rhythm in our game and how we want to play. But I think the boys did well in trying to, under those circumstances, stick to the plan and stick to how they know how to play.
Third time
lucky, it was
last year. Renbeck, you lost in the final.
Yeah.
This year, top 8, you lost in the final. This was a must-win.
It was haunting me, and I know I'm not the only one who was affected by it. Matala had the same, because he was starting to doubt and he was starting to say, "Coach, but maybe if I'm not the captain, we'll win." And I told him that we have to keep going. There's nothing wrong that we're doing. We're just unfortunate. So fortunately, we were lucky today, and I'm happy. We started the tournament very slow, and it's understandable because we came from a tournament and we didn't do so well. So the confidence was a bit low going into the tournament. But after that first game, we picked up a bit, and ultimately we won. But I was very impressed with how they conducted themselves throughout, not only in the field of play, but outside. It was easy group to manage, and I'm happy that they won, and they'll see that if they conduct themselves well and they behave, there's rewards, and this is the reward.
Yeah, that was supposed to be my last question, but you've raised an important issue. How important is the human factor you coach them the tactics and the systems and everything in the field of play.
Yeah.
But that part outside your role as a coach, what is your role to ensure that even if they don't make it professional,
Yeah.
but they grow to be good humans who can contribute in society?
Yeah, that's what we strive to do as Kaizer Chiefs. We're not only focusing on the football side, and I must applaud the club for always focusing more on the social factor than football only. We have Mr. Mapike who deals with social and that social and education and welfare of the boys. I must say he's doing so well. And there's players who stay in the village and there's players who stay outside, not in the village, but he manages to put everyone on the same level and treats all the players the same. So I think as a club we're doing well in that regard, trying to help these boys to be aware that we are not only looking at them as footballers, because if you think about it, in the senior team there's only space for 32. In the development we have 100, so you can imagine. If some won't make it to our senior team, but we want them to be successful human beings after football, whether it's making it in another team or making it in another profession, but they must know how to conduct themselves in the outside world.
Coach, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it, and congratulations once again.
Thank you so much, Puti. Thank you.